What is up, my Tickle Me crew? This is Chad here, and today I'm bringing you guys the second episode of my Q&A series. So I hope you guys will enjoy this episode, and please remember to leave your questions in the comments below for next week's episode. So kicking off this episode of Q&A, just like last week, the first 5 questions are asked by Javier Tang. And Javier asks, what is your dream job? My dream job right now would probably be to be a professional YouTuber, because that way I would not have to go anywhere. I could be lazy as fuck, and I just don't like people. So it would be really nice to be able to work from home and not have to go anywhere and not have to deal with people. Other than my viewers, of course. I love you guys, but I'm talking customers and stuff. It's just working retail makes me lose faith in humanity. What is your favorite drink? Right now my favorite drink is Dr. Pepper. Do you like to ride on roller coasters? Hell to the fucking no. After watching the fucking Final Destination movies, there is no way in hell I'm gonna get on a roller coaster. Those movies pretty much turned me off from roller coasters forever. I just don't like heights, and then after watching all those people die in that movie, I can't. If you had $1 million, what would you spend it on? Well, first things first, if I had $1 million, I would pay off all of my debts. My student loan, I would help my dad pay off all of our bills, and I would pay up our bills way ahead of time so we don't have to pay bills for a long time. And then after I pay off all our bills, I would like to help out my other family members, help out my friends and their families. And then I would also like to give a huge chunk of money to charities. I'd probably split up a big sum of money and just split it up between different charities, because I really like helping people. And then after that, I would take whatever's left, put it in a bank account, and then live off the interest. And then I'll just use the interest as like a paycheck, so whenever I get paid from the interest, I can go out and buy food for my family, or if it's just me, I would probably just buy myself a house, since, you know, eventually I'll have to move out anyway. So I'll probably buy myself a house, buy my family whatever they need or want, and if I ever want anything, I can just go out and get it. Now, I'm not somebody who's really big on like fancy cars or a fancy house, you know. I've never had anything like super duper fancy, so I know what it's like to, you know, go without. I know it's not something that you need to have. And I like my car. I drive a Chevy Trailblazer. It gets me from A to B. It's not the fanciest thing in the world, but I love it. So I don't really feel a need to go out and buy me a fancy car or anything like that. You know, I feel like I could just do with what I absolutely need. And finally, Javier Tang asks, what is your favorite country that you have ever been to? Well, unfortunately, I have never ventured out of the United States, so I'm gonna have to go with the United States. However, if I were to plan a trip anywhere else outside of the United States, I would freaking love to go to Japan. Back when I was in high school, these 2 girls came, and they were from Japan. They were visiting, and they were talking to us a lot about Japanese culture and stuff, and it really interests me. I would really love to visit Japan. I don't know if I would want to live there per se, but I would definitely love to visit. In Night's Wake asks, front door, back door, or attic?
I'm that creeper standing at your back door, if you know what I mean.
David, guy person that has a last name that I'm not even going to attempt, asks, if you could be anything, what would you be? I would be that annoying Lego that you step on. Wow, dude, you are a fucking asshole. If I could be anything, like forever, or do you mean just for a day? I guess just for a day, I would like to see what it would be like to be a girl. Forever, I would just rather be myself. Nathan Wong asks, if you had 2 dicks, what would you do?
I have 27 dicks. Get on my level.
Chu Pam asks, if you got to be a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? I would say Quagsire or Greninja. My friend Darren asks, when Omega and Alpha come out and you make a live stream, let me join. Also, what software do you use to live stream besides the 3DS recorder? I remember you having one for your old Maple live stream, and I need to get started on those. When I live stream, I use XSplit. I'm not really a huge fan of OBS, I haven't really figured out how to get it to work without like black bars, but I don't know, maybe if I can figure it out I'll try OBS sometime. Matt is so awesome asks, can I get the first battle on Oris if you stream it or record it? I don't want my first battle to be a complete stranger, and besides, you are awesome. Well, thank you, dude, and you are rather awesome yourself, and I'm not just saying that because it's in your name. He also asks, anyway, would you rather be mauled by an angry Ursaring or kicked in the face by a Hitmonlee for an hour? You would survive no matter what, by the way. Wow. I can't really promise to be your first battle since the game doesn't even come out for like another month, or almost 2 months. So I'm not going to promise you anything, but we will battle definitely. As far as being mauled by an Ursaring or kicked in the face by a Hitmonlee, I guess I would rather be kicked in the face by a Hitmonlee, because I don't think getting mauled by a bear would be any fun at all. Swift Little Eagle asks, do you still listen to David Cook? Yes, and you should too. Oh boy. Plays in Boxer asks, when was the last time you shoved a gerbil in your ass through a tube? Sometimes at work do you randomly just start thinking of penis? And where'd that webcam at? I have never shoved a gerbil in my ass through a tube, thank you very much. I always think of penis, and the webcam is still at the store because I have not bought one yet. My friend Alex Sparizzle asks, how do you navigate the computer since you're left-handed? Is the mouse controlled by your left hand? Explain, Plox. Silly Alex Sprites. Just because I'm left-handed does not mean I use a different mouse than most people. I know there are left-handed mice, or computer mice, but I just use a regular right-handed one. And the final question of this Q&A, asked by Lady Sprites herself. What is your favorite ice cream flavor, and would you sell the same ice cream to the children that buy from your ice cream truck, or would you be worried that you would eat it all? My favorite ice cream flavor is definitely chocolate. I don't like anything else. Yes, I would sell the same ice cream to the children that buy from my ice cream truck if I had an ice cream truck. That's not weird at all. And I would probably eat a lot of the ice cream, but I need to make money to live on, so I would keep some aside to sell to little kids. That's not weird at all. Literally nobody is going to get this inside joke. And that is all she wrote. Thank you guys, everyone who asked a question for this episode of Q&A. Thank you so much for asking your questions. Please leave your questions in the comments below for next week's episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles.